Welcome, everybody. The official Sports Stacking League Twitch competition. Some of these stackers currently hold world records, and other stackers have blown their divisions out of the water.
Oh, okay, alright, that was the first attempt.
Ooh, there we go. No fumble.
597. This is very, very close.
Gentlemen, this is the most competition we've ever had in a bracket.
Oh, having some trouble there.
Congrats to everybody else for being very close.
Looks like a solid time for Mike.
Finish it off clean.
Hello everyone, I'm Morris Masserin, and welcome to Stacking League. Stacking League is an online event where we see stackers go head-to-head in a variety of different sports stacking events. Some of these stackers are among the top 100 fastest in the world, some represent their country in many different tournaments, and some just really love this sport. Now, let's see what event we have for today. This event is called the Cumulative 3. In this event, stackers are going to be having 3 attempts, very similar to a normal sports stacking event. However, they're all going to be doing their 1 warm-ups in a row. And then I'll be calling each one of them one by one in order to be able to do their 1 attempt. And in order to finish this event in first place, the stacker who has the fastest overall combined time in all 3 events will be the winner. Now, let's see what stackers we have for today. It looks like our 3 stackers are Omkar Bolero from Virginia, who is really, really tall. I just like to say, like every time I'm at a tournament, I just always look up to him. We have Simon Cooper from New Zealand, who is the first non-USA stacker to show up on Stacking League. So if you're from New Zealand, or if you're, I guess, from not the USA, then I guess you might be cheering for him. Finally, we have Tim Brown, who is the fastest stacker in Connecticut, part of the Team USA state teams. Omkar is also part of the Team USA state teams as well. You'll see those guys with their gray jerseys at sports stacking tournaments. Now, without further ado, we're going to go on to the 3-3-3. So stackers, unmute your mics and please do 1 warm-up. Now, as I mentioned, your best time out of your 3 attempts is what's going to count. And it looks like we are ready to go. So Tim, you are going to be going first. So start your timer when ready. 3-3-3 first attempt. Alright, sounds like a pretty solid time. It's a 1.917, 1.717 it looks like, excuse me. Alright, so solid time for him. Omkar will be going next. So Omkar, first attempt for 3-3-3. The 3 falls over, so that will be a scratch. So Omkar is going to want to get a solid time for his 2nd or 3rd attempt. But before that, Simon, first attempt. He has a fumble on the first 3, but he does fix it properly, so that will be a clean time. That's 3.226. So far, Tim is in the lead. Going to try to better his lead with attempt number 2. Sounded very fast, but unfortunately that 3 does fall, so that will be a scratch. So we're moving right on to Omkar for his 2nd attempt. There we go. Gets a solid time. 1.982. Solid 2nd place for 3-3-3, and now moving on to Simon for his 2nd attempt. There we go. Looks like all of our stackers have solid times on the board. 2.097 is Simon's 2nd attempt. Now each of our stackers has 1 more attempt for the 3-3-3, so Tim, go ahead and do your 3rd. Very solid time. He chuckles a little when he sees the time. 1.665. That's a very good 3-3-3 time. Omkar, 3rd attempt. Has a slight fumble, but then the cups tend to fly over at the end. So Simon, move on to your 3rd attempt. Alright, gets a solid time for his 3rd attempt. 2.102, it will not be bettering his time. So before we move on to the 3-6-3, let's take one look and see. Oh, we don't? Okay, it looks like we're not going straight to the leaderboard. We are going right along to the 3-6-3. So everyone, please do 1 warm-up for the 3-6-3, and then we'll be ready to go in the exact same order. All right. Remember, you may have a little bit of fumbles, but it's always good to get your fumbles out of the way in your warm-up instead of your actual attempts. All right, so Tim, moving on to his 1st attempt for 3-6-3. Has some trouble on the down stack there, but Looks like he tries to do it. Has some trouble on the down stack there. That will be a scratch. Omkar, go on to your first attempt. He has a slight hesitation on his up stack, but he's able to fix it properly to get a 3.023. All right, Simon, first attempt. There we go. Solid time from Simon as well. 2.851 is his time. So he's in first place for 363, but remember, your overall combined time is what counts. Now, Tim, second attempt. Again, has some trouble with that down stack, but he does fix it properly, so I think, yeah. 3.641 is his time. All right, Omkar, second attempt. He grabs 3 in one hand, or 2 in one hand rather than 3, so he will not be bettering his time with that attempt. All right, Simon, second attempt. Very consistent stacking from Simon. Remember, it's not just about speed. The 2.654, pretty solid time so far. All right, Tim, third attempt. You're going to want to try to get a solid time here. There we go. Looks like he has a clean time to close himself out and further his lead with a 2.317. Fastest stacker from Connecticut right here. But before, Omkar, third attempt. All right, there we go. The fist of celebration. 2.552 is his time. Bettering his time. Let's see if Simon can better his time in attempt number 3. Has some trouble on that up stack, so that will be a scratch for that time, but very solid times from all of our stackers so far. But Tim Brown does have a pretty solid lead. So stackers, please do your one warm-up for the cycle. Now the cycle is really where it ends up being make it or break it, because if you mess up the cycle, that's going to be a lot of time added to your overall combined time. Whereas if you mess up a little bit, it's not too bad. The cycle is really the one where you determine it. So, all right, we're going to go to Tim for your first attempt. Slight fumble in the 110-1, but he fixes it pretty solid with a 6.521. Omkar for his first attempt. Again, a solid time from him with a slight hesitation in 110-1, 7.300. Simon, go on to your first attempt. Simon, consistent as he has been through this entire event, 7.377. Pretty solid time, but just behind Omkar. So, Tim, move on to your second attempt. Has some trouble on that 6-6 down stack. The cup's going everywhere, but he does fix it. All right, the 6 falls, so that will be a scratch. So Omkar will go right to you for your second. There you go, solid time, 7.024, just barely missing the 6. Let's see if he can get in his third attempt. But before that, Simon, go on to your second. Oh no, the 6 falls, so that will be a scratch for Simon. Unfortunate for him. So looks like we're moving on to Tim. Tim, third attempt. Looks like that was a scratch because he had a slider there. Yeah, Tim just confirmed there's a slider. Always good sportsmanship to talk about if your attempt was a scratch or not. Omkar, third attempt. Has some trouble on the left stacks, but here's a fun fact for Omkar. He's actually stacking in front of a mirror right now, if you haven't noticed. So he has that to bounce those cups right back to him. All right, Simon, third attempt. has some fumbles here and there. It looks like he won't be better this cycle time, but he does finish it off clean. Stretching to show us. All right, let's see what these final times are for each of our stackers. Remember, it's a combined time for your 333, 363, and cycle. And it looks like in first place with a 10.503 overall is Tim Brown. So we're going to bring him back up on the screen very soon to have his little celebration. But it's incredible to see just how fast some of these times are. And you can really see how every single second matters. Every single time matters. You want to make sure you do the best you can in order to be able to have all your great times. So congratulations to Tim Brown, and congratulations to all of our stackers who were able to do extremely well in this event today. So it looks like that would do it for this episode of Stacking League. If you guys like this episode, please give it a like and leave a comment telling us your favorite moment from this episode. Also, be sure to subscribe so that you can be the first to watch our newest episodes as they come out. But until then, stay tuned, stack fast, and we'll see you in the next one.